Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Harton. Today, I'll be breaking down the PrizePicks board, going over the top props that we're getting for today, which is Wednesday, March 29th. So if you're new to the channel, hit that like button and subscribe. Do appreciate all the support. We got almost 60 likes in our last video. Let's see if we can get 60 likes today. And yesterday was fantastic. Another 2-0 sweep there. We now moved to 11-1 in the past 6 videos. So it's just been fantastic. And you might be asking, Hart, what is that? This is a Swiffer. We've been mopping it up on the props. Let's continue today. Before getting into the breakdown, I just want to say follow me on Twitter at HeartDFS. Once again, at HeartDFS here on Twitter. Yeah, as you can see, as I said in the intro, Evan Mobley hit the over there of rebounds, and then Nick Richards hit the over there of rebounds as well. 2-0 sweep, 11-1 in the past 6 videos. So it's been fantastic in terms of the prize pick videos. Make sure to check out my Patreon link down below. I'll start having 6-pick plays of my favorite prop picks throughout the day on there, as well as I always have a ton of DFS content. If you guys play DraftKings DFS for the NBA, I have that on there as well, which that will all be starting up once again this week. So make sure to check that out. Link down below. And yeah, just want to temper some expectations. I know with prop betting, um, anything can happen. Right now we're on a great streak here, 11-1, should be 12-0, but we got screwed with Luka getting ruled in, which ruined the Kyrie prop. But 11-1, we've been clean sweeping really the past week straight, week and a half. But we just want to temper expectations. Anything can happen. Regression is due to hit soon, which sucks. Hopefully keep going 2-0, but I just know it's going to happen one of these days. And yeah, I just want to temper expectations, as well as say, with these videos, my goal is just to help you guys kind of take bits and pieces from it in terms of just how to attack the prop board. I obviously use rungoodprops.com, which is one of arguably the best prop board out there. If you guys want 50% off your first month, put in the discount code, the discount coupon HEART, HERT. You have to click on the discount coupon, the words, you click on it, you put in HEART, HERT, and you get 50% off the first month there. As you can see, the board's been fantastic and it's really been helping out with my research. But yeah, the goals of these videos are just to go over my research, applying it to the board with the best probabilities, and just making plus EV betting, and which we should have profitability over the long term. So that's kind of the goal with these videos, is touching on the board, what best probability bets are we getting, the research that goes into those bets, and then making those plus EV bets. So jumping into this board breakdown for today, obviously once again, the kind of the top 5, 6, 7 props of the day are always going to be the NHL ones, shots on goal here. But these are all the ones with push potential, whether it's the under a push or over a push. So I don't like highlighting them just because I don't like playing for pushes. That's no fun there. So I always filter that out. Uh, Go to that, hit filter, and we'll go back to the top probability of the bets that don't have pushes. So as we can see, the first one here is going to be Benedict Mathurin over points and assists. Right now, the sports books have him at 19.5, and his line's at 18.5 on Prize Picks. Right now, about a 57.5% chance of hitting the over there. I don't mind it. It's just one of those things. That game is 11.5-point spread, so there is huge blowout risk there. And Mathurin has been starting, which obviously wasn't the case for 95% of the year. But now they have moved him in the starting lineup. There's obviously no Buddy Hield, no Halburn, most likely no Turner. So Mathurin should get the start once again. And we really just need a close game, because if there's a blowout, there is a chance he does not play full minutes, as we saw versus Atlanta there, 24 minutes. The game before that, 25. Just hasn't been playing well recently, those past 2 games. And the third game, the last game versus Dallas, he played great there, 26 and 4-2, obviously in a blowout. But we can see there is some risk there if the game's not close, that he does lose some minutes. But I think it's a solid play here. We know he's going to be super aggressive, kind of be the leader of all these secondary guys, in terms of this team here. So I think it's a decent one. Not one that I'm going to attack today. Maybe I'll sprinkle a little bit on it off on the side of this video, outside of this video. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to get to it right now. But that's kind of the best probability bet that we're getting so far today for the NBA, the top one, I should say. The second one is going to be the over there on shots and goal, or excuse me, the under there on shots and goal for Evan Rodriguez for Colorado. Right now, FanDuel has him at -140, and DraftKings has him at -135 to hit the under. We can see, Flip Odds has him -170, PointsBet -135. So we're getting some great odds there for the under there on his shots and goal, which I guess you can go to that. I don't mind it. But right now, The guy that's really popping up right in terms of just a few different props is going to be Drew Holiday, which we can definitely check out. Once again, there is the blowout potential there with that game. But with Drew Holiday, he's been just pretty bad recently in terms of his just like scoring. As we can see here, 30 minutes, blowout, 3 of 11, 9 points. Game before that, blowout, 25 minutes, shot it well, 6 of 8, 18 points. Game before that, 23 minutes, 3 of 7, 7 points. So he's just been super up and down with all these blowouts recently. So he's popping up. I don't know if I think it's solid. Obviously, it's a fantastic matchup here. There is a chance that there is no Chris Middleton, so it would just be Drew Holiday and Giannis just kind of leading the team here. So there's a chance that Middleton does sit, which would definitely make some of these Drew Holiday props a little bit too low here. So I just wanted to point that out for you guys. Like his points, they just bumped it up. It was 16 and a half. Now it's 17. But yeah, as we can see here, it's popping up on the board a little bit here with his points and rebounds, points and assists are there. But yeah, gonna move on from that. DeAndre Ayton's popping up. Anthony Edwards popping up here as well. This bonus assist under is interesting. Jathan Green, we're getting some overs there. Getting over there for Russ at the points, rebounds, and assists. But right now, I think I'm going to focus on, let's see here. I do like that Russ one. That's a pretty solid one there. But I think the first one I'm going to focus on is a guy who I do like for NBA DFS as well, which is going to be Nikola Vucevic here over a PRA of 29.5. Right now, price or the sports books have him at 30.5, and they're favoring the over. But as we can see right now, we're gaining 1 point of edge on the books in terms of playing it on PrizePicks, which is at 29.5. So we'll pull up Vooch here. I think his points are pretty low too. I'm not really sure why they're that low, but we know he gets rebounds. We know he gets assists. So I do like his PRA as well. It's been pretty solid, 29.5. It's been pretty low. So we're gonna take the over there. If we do a little deep dive in this game, we see it's a 2 point spread. Expect LeBron to start and play as well. 227.5 game total. Obviously, it's a little bit of a tougher matchup going against Anthony Davis defense, but we know with Vooch, if we look at the last game, he can have success here in tough matchups. Last game versus the Lakers, he only played 15 minutes because he got ejected. But versus the Clippers, a tough matchup. 1 for 28 and 5. He's a guy who's averaging over 18 points per or close to 18 points per game, over 11 rebounds per game, and over 3 assists per game. So if he's just hitting his averages, he's easily hitting the over here. Obviously, a little bit of a tougher matchup, but I like Vooch to do really solid here in this matchup against Anthony Davis, a team that likes to play fast here with the Lakers. Should be a very good game. Should be a close game going into Vegas. Decently scoring game as well, 227.5 total. So I like the Vooch there over 29.5 PRA. As I mentioned, I think his points is solid as well. I think that's pretty low there. You can definitely go his points and assists. That looks decent as well. So some pretty cheap and low props here for Nikola Vucevic right now. So I think I'm liking that one. Another one that I'm liking right now is going to be, let's just dive into this a little bit more. Carl Towns. See, this is one that I saw last night and earlier today. I think it was at like 16 points for Towns, and he should be good to go today versus Phoenix. And the thing is, like the first game back, he saw 26 minutes, shot 18 times, scored 22. Versus Golden State, played 32 minutes, 5-16, so obviously didn't shoot it well. He got 14 points. So 16 was obviously extremely low. They've now bumped it up to, I think, 19. Let's see here, 19.5. So I think it's a pretty solid one. I think I'm going to bookmark that one, come back to it in a second here. But we do see LeBron's popping up now. I'm interested to see how many minutes did LeBron play last game. LeBron played 30 minutes at the last game. Obviously, 3 days rest. I kind of expect him to come back out here and do pretty solid. So I think I'm going to go to LeBron, do a little bit of a game stack here, and take the LeBron over of points and rebounds. Let's see what his over rebounds are popping up a little bit. Let's just look at LeBron's props here on the board. It's favoring his under push. It's saying that's the best probability. Points to rebound is the second best there, 55.8% chance. Another one of those bets where we're getting like a point of value there compared to the sports books. PRA, the favorite is under. I don't like that. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the points and rebounds here with LeBron here going against the Bulls. Let's pull up LeBron James. Points and rebounds, 32.5. As I mentioned, the sports books have them at 33.5. We're like in the over here on the points and rebounds. And the reason with that is obviously good matchup against the Bulls. No one's really going to be able to defend LeBron and Anthony Davis, so they should have their way. They need to win this game. LeBron's back. He played 30 minutes in their last game. Only shot at 6 of 11. Just did not shoot it well. I guess he shot it fine, but just didn't shoot it a ton. Usually he's shooting close to 20 times a game, if not more. And we know the upside with LeBron. So I think I like the rebounds. That looks solid. His assists. What's his assist at real fast? 5. I don't know. I'm not sure why they're favoring the under there. Maybe they expect him to be more aggressive or D'Lo to have more usage, but I think his props are just way too cheap here across the board for LeBron, and a must-win game for them. So I expect them to come out guns blazing, to be aggressive when it comes to rebounding the ball, getting assists, scoring. So I like all the overs there on LeBron. I think they are pretty cheap here. His points probably iffy, but I do like his rebounds. I do like his assists over. I do like his points and rebounds. I think that's pretty solid there. So yeah, I think right now that is going to be my favorites. I don't mind the fantasy score as well. That's pretty low there, but I think I'm going to be sticking with the points and rebounds, going the over there. A little bit of the game stack. So it's going to be frustrating, man, if this game blows out, which it shouldn't. Obviously, Vegas thinks it should be a pretty close game. But yeah, LeBron's stats are a little bit, or his price pick board is just a little bit too cheap right now in terms of his overs. Or yeah, so I like taking the over there, 32.5 points for LeBron James, as we can see here. The board's favoring him right now, 55.8% chance of him hitting the over points and rebounds. Let's just take a quick glance at the board one more time to see what else is popping up here for us. Um, Still the kind of same guys. Anthony Edwards popping up, Jalen Green, Russ, Drew, Bane, Vooch. Yeah, so I think that's going to do it for right now. Kyrie Irving threes right now is kind of heavily favored for the over. I will mention that one. As you can see, right now, 55.4% chance of hitting. And let's just kind of take a quick glance at that for Kyrie. Obviously, a little bit of a tougher matchup here versus Philadelphia, but we can see it is, where'd it go? 4-point spread, 231.5 game total should be pretty decently high scoring. Kyrie is a guy who usually takes a bunch of threes. That last game only took 2, made one of them, but before that, 2 of 6, 1 of 8, 2 of 9, 5 of 9, 4 of 11, 3 of 7, 3 of 8, 6 of 8. So you get you get the point. He usually shoots about 6 plus threes per game. And the past couple of games just hasn't been shooting it well. 2 of 9, 1 of 8, 2 of 6, and then 1 of 2. So I do like that. With Luka back, kind of leaves Kyrie out on the wing for more threes. So I think that's a pretty solid prop there if you want to throw that in. I also don't mind, where is it? Points and rebounds is, popping a lot here for Claxton. Another one of those guys who's seen solid minutes. We get a solid matchup here versus the Houston Rockets. It just, can that game stay close? If you think it does, Claxton should have a bunch of rebounding and scoring opportunities there. So that's looking like a decent one. We're seeing some ones that are popping down below here. What else do we got here? Luka Doncic over points and assists. That looks decent. Jaws over PRA looks, pretty solid. Trey Jones over rebounds and assists of 9.5. Sitting at minus 140 on a few different sites. That's looking decent. So you can see there's a good amount of decent props we're getting across the board right now. But I think I'm going to stick right now with the Vucevic over PRA of 29.5 and the over there of LeBron James, 32.5 points and rebounds. Doing a little game stack here, expecting LeBron to come out, super aggressive. They need to win this game. And expecting Vucevic to have a bounce back here after getting thrown out in that first game there against the Lakers. So those are 2 props for today. Obviously, I mentioned a few other good ones that look pretty solid on the board. Once again, if you want 50% off your first month of Run Good Props, dashboard, make sure to use the discount code, the coupon code HEART for 50% off. These are the picks for today. Locking them in. So make sure to hit that like button. Do appreciate all the support. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.